Well, I'll be dipped. They got rid of the fountain. Gosh, that's annoying. But fortunately, I think this ball is new. What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all with day 4? No, day 5 of my family's experience down here in Florida. Previous videos, we have been at Disney in Disney Springs. And today, guys, we are at the place where men can go, where no man has gone before. And that is NASA. Anyway, guys, my family and I, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna have ourselves some fun. The last time I was here, I think it was about 3 years ago. Well, when I was here, like right as I was leaving the park, I got the phone call that my grandfather had passed away. So hopefully this will be a happier moment, you guys. So my family and I, we're gonna get in there. Let's do it. Anchor down. Yeah. And now, you guys, let's go explore NASA. Or, well, to be more specific, Kennedy Space Center. So, first order of business here at NASA, we are going to check out the Rocket Garden. Gosh, those are some really, really big spaceships. And this one's rather new. I did not see this one the last time I was here. But then again, the last time I was here, the unpleasantness was around and, well, more or less the country was trying to get over it. So let's see if I can't get in. It looks kind of cramped. I don't know. I don't think I can fit in there. I can try though. So here we go. Let me see if I can do it. Oh gosh. I think I'm just gonna quit while I'm ahead because I don't think I'm getting in here. I'm too fat. Dad, you getting your feet wet? You know what, you guys? This wasn't active the last time we were here. So I think I'm gonna crack off the shoes and I'm going to stick my feet in this real quick. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Oh yes, that feels good. That feels double good. And that feels double good. Oh my goodness. Hopefully none of it hits me. That would be very bad. Very bad. Then again, I would not care. It's like 90 degrees outside right now. And seeing this giant rocket right here, which was just right next to the fountain, is very impressive. And you gotta think, you guys, just imagine how much power this thing must have put out when it went to space. I mean, this thing is huge. And speaking of huge, here's one of the thrusters from the Apollo mission. And there's my dad and my sister, just to give you all a size-by-size comparison. My dad stands about 5'9", my sister about 5'10", 5'11". But this is so impressive. Imagine how far we have come. This is crazy to think about. And this one right here, if I'm not mistaken, this was the last one that went into space before Barack Obama in 2009. He canceled the space program. I think that's what's so special about this one. And this is a sight you do not see every day, but they are repainting this rocket the Delta Blue. I guess it was in need of some yearly renovations, especially since it's out here in the hot Florida sun. And now this is what I've been wanting to see since the last time I came here to NASA, the Kennedy Space Center. I guess it's interchangeable, but anyway, that's not the point. Anyway, guys, this is the new Gateway exhibit that they have out here. I've read a little bit about it, and it is really cool what they have inside. So we're gonna head inside. We're gonna check this stuff out. Y'all are really gonna dig this. The entrance to this new exhibit is incredible.
Hold her hand.
Gateway. Oh, that is so neat. What does it say? Welcome. Welcome indeed. This is so cool. It's like you're walking straight into the cosmos. Dude, we haven't even gotten inside here yet. Well, I mean, we have, but oh wow. Oh wow. That is the International Space Station. Oh, you know what? I could stand here all day. I feel like I would be absolutely mesmerized by this. Now, besides the big giant spaceships that are right above us, well, I should say capsules, here right next to us is the Orion capsule. This was flown on December 5th of 2014, and it was at the conclusion of the Apollo program. And where this thing could go, it was the first time since 1972 that a manned mission had been done. And even though it doesn't look like much, this particular capsule and ship, it could do over 480 million computations. I think that would be the word, computations per second. And here right next to the Orion capsule, we have the Artemis display. This is one of the Artemis displays. I think this one was flown actually very recently, back in 2022. But I think what baffles me more is this thing stands about maybe 15, 20 feet tall. That's pretty big for a display. But that's cool. Now, since the talk of like space tourism has been a thing for the last couple of years now, I figured that they would have an exhibit on this. The Boeing CST-100 Starliner spacesuit. In the future, when we do go to space, just to explore it, just for the heck of it, this is what we will be wearing. Yes, every tourist going to the moon, the stars, as it turns around and around, this is what we will be wearing. And right here is a display of what it will be like for a tourism-based ship. Imagine if you have about $200,000 and you are wealthy and going to space, this is what you will see. I hope I can make that much money one day, because that would be awesome to go to space in my lifetime without having to have a degree in rocket science. I can just float around and around and around, and hopefully not knock myself out. And here, by the way, since the suit is right next to it, here's some more stuff from Boeing. These will become a part of the CST-100 Starliner capsules. Now, for the most part, as you can tell, these are just displays, but these will be the pieces of equipment that will be flown into space. I will tell you guys, I think it's kind of cool. My dad grew up during the space race when we went to the moon the first time. And me in my lifetime, who knows? Maybe I will get to go to the moon. And speaking about that, here is another example of what some of these tourism satellites will look like. Just imagine eating lunch. I know some things you cannot eat in space, mostly because you'll probably throw up. And one more time before we leave this hall and this exhibit, just check out these rockets just one more time. And these things are absolutely incredible. And I feel like society is progressing again into the stars. Or, well, I don't know, I'm not gonna get political. Oh my God, that was awesome. They did have a departure thing up there. I think that was more rides and exhibits and whatnot. We'll probably do that hopefully at some time in the future, maybe today even. But right now, my family, they are at the Hall of Fame, and that is another cool experience that we are going to check out. I'm very tired. I ran to get here. My family is inside. But before we go in and the show starts, just check out this awesome mural right here of the Hall of Fame. So let's get inside. Whew. I had to run, but we have made it. My dad's here, my sister's here, and it is beginning.
Personal heroes. You know, I have a lot of heroes. What was my hero? Your hero. Superman.
Iron Man. Luke Skywalker.
I can remember being inspired, like most young children, by TV heroes.
I was inspired, of course, by science fiction.
I think we all have popular heroes. You know, movie stars that move us emotionally or make us feel heroic. But I think I am who I am today because of my father.
My father was a hero of mine.
Because he protects me when my brother tries to beat me up. A hero is someone I respect, like my mom. My hero is my mom, and she inspired me to be a good person. My hero is Shirley Temple. I think my hero is Churchill. My hero is Dr. Jane Goodall.
Elon Musk. Take it that way.
My greatest hero was my maternal grandfather.
Both of my parents are my heroes because growing up, they taught me that I can do whatever I want to do.
They pushed me to be a better person.
Well, everybody that plays into a person's life contributes something and is a hero in some way. Well, to actually be a
Okay, guys, we are now onto the next theater.
As a reminder, we kindly ask that you refrain from usage of any cell phone or external video lighting.
This is incredible, you guys. Oh my God, you guys. This show was awesome. Now, unfortunately, with this particular part of the show, I could not film, but it kind of shows the Hall of Fame, or I should say the astronauts from the Hall of Fame, those who did great things, and it made you feel like you were there. It legitimately made you feel like a rocket was coming at you, and I really wish I could have filmed a little bit more just to show you all what I'm talking about. But I'll just say it was amazing. This is the Sigma 7. Crammed inside this capsule for over 9 hours, Wale Sharma, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, Sharma, more than doubled the distance traveled by all the previous U.S. astronaut missions. With unbelievable precision and discipline, he defined stamina and confirmed NASA's ambition for future long duration missions. Yes, I read that from a sign. But ultimately, this is incredible that they have this here. But downstairs, that's another story. Downstairs, they have more artifacts and other things from those particular astronauts who nearly sacrificed it all to go into space. And let me ask you this as we go in and check this stuff out. Let me ask you what a hero is. Or I should say, who is your hero? The first one, inspired. Looks like these are a few comic books. Let's see, these are from Bonnie Dunbar. Got those old school comics. Looks like you've also got Escape on Venus, On a Torn Away World, and From the Earth to the Moon by Jules Verne. And now this is pretty interesting. There are Sorted Gun toy pistols from Buck Rogers. Or I should say Buck Rogers pistols. Gotta think, way back in the day, back in the 30s and the 40s, they had metal toy guns. Or the pop pistols. And least not we forget all the tin stuff, all the lunchbox stuff, all the assorted space toy ships. And the comics. Now let's check out the one that's right beneath the rocket. Tenacious. Like Tenacious D, but better. Let's see what they got. Walter A. Sherman Jr. So this goes more with Walt Jr. or Walt Sherman Jr. Anyway, I know I'm pronouncing his name wrong. My apologies. Okay, this is Dex Staten's Mercury Survival Knife. Just check out that old. Oh, cool. That's Staten's Slayton's World War II bombing jacket. Now that is really cool. That, and look, they even have his old patch from the Air Force. And now this is something really, really cool. This is the Mercury Control Center from Trailblazers. At these very consoles, a team of pioneers assembled for one purpose: to send a man into space. Although they never left the ground, these principled individuals were just as invested as the lone astronaut hurtled through the skies. They possessed extraordinary focus and dedication, guiding pilots through the brand new dangers of an unknown space conditions and unpredictable technology. So you gotta think, it all happened right here. I imagine they probably had to move it, because this is a lot of stuff. Now we have Courageous. Looks like there is an astronaut suit in here. I don't know whose astronaut suit it is, but we're about to find out. Oh, that's awesome. V.L. Grissom? Yep. V.I. Grissom. That is on display here in Courageousness. Or Courage. Look, they were even featured on Life magazine. And now that leads us to the grand room that we came here to see. The United States Astronaut Hall of Fame. In here in this room is all the names of the famous astronauts that came before. And this big giant statue right here is the Spirit of Space, Alan B. Shepard Jr., the first American in space. I mean, this statue really is awesome. I think it's made out of solid brass, behind in the rear going forward. That is big and very shiny too. Let me see, we got Scott Kelly in 2020, Michael A. Lopez Alguria, Pamela A. Malroy. So it looks like these are the newer astronauts that have been introduced into the Hall of Fame. That is a really, really cool picture. There's Bonnie Dunbar right there. We just saw some of her stuff. I don't really know a whole lot about Kurt Brown. Charles Prescourt, Kevin Chilton, Susan J. Helms, Kathleen Thornton, Frank Culbertson, James Weatherby, and John Blaha. Looks like he's an overachiever because those are the most patches that I've seen so far in the museum, or I should say the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame never ceases to amaze me. And also another fun fact, you guys, that was the ride that I rode right after finding out that my grandfather had passed. That was very hard to deal with. Huh. Looks like they got another one of those dome things. Now, I couldn't get into the other one because it was too small and I was too fat. Well, mainly because I was too fat. But up here, it looks a little more easier to manufacture. Well, I thought anyway. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm not getting in there. I'm too fat for this one too. So I guess it's safe to say that I don't think I could ever go to the moon in this current shape of mine, or at least with the current technology. But that's okay. I know I'm fat and I've accepted that I am fat. But I will say, since I've accepted that I'm fat, and what still maybe one day I could go to space, let's check out the world's largest gift shop. Let's see what they have in this gift shop. I know last time I was here, they had some really incredible stuff, but at the time, financially, I was not doing all that well. But here in this display case, I would actually like to have some of these displays. Because check this out, they have the Friendship of the Mercury, they have the Apollo Command Module for about $279. And they have the CST-100 that's being built by Boeing currently. But if you do have $15,000, you can own a meteorite. But it does look like there are smaller meteorites that you can buy for about 60-70 bucks. And looks like this is a commemorative note, $120. It looks like this is Bird and Space Shuttle Thermite. Huh, interesting. And right here, if you wanted to, you could buy an autographed piece from an astronaut. Looks like this one is Tom Jones with the Atlantis. Well, Atlantis Bayliner, I should say. Looks like there's even a piece of the shuttle as well. And looks like you have the various different types that did go to space. And of course, we have more display models. Oh, now these are beautiful. Earthrise, $300. Apollo print, do not touch. And here in this case, looks like you can also own some silver coinage. But I don't know, I mean, paying $130 for an ounce of silver, I don't know about that. That's a little too bit expensive. I mean, I know why it's kind of expensive, it raises money, but that's a lot of money for an ounce of silver. And here at the bottom, just look at this huge patch. That thing is big. It looks like they've also got some more commemorative coins as well. I've noticed like they have a lot of the cool stuff like at kid eye length. I wonder if they do that on purpose just because a child would see it and be like, oh, I gotta have this. And these are very, very, very spinny. Still really neat though. Those, they have the moon, they have Earth, and they have the constellations. Now this is something I wouldn't mind having. This is hand-drawn, or blueprints, of the Apollo shuttle. Or this little one right here. And speaking of cool stuff, check out these NASA jackets. Actually, I don't know, I think last time I was here I wanted one, but I saw the price on it and I was just kind of like, well, maybe another day. But those are. I like the Apollo 11 tag, or the Apollo 11 patch right there. That's pretty nice. I think I've seen all the cool stuff that I want to see downstairs. So I think now we're gonna go upstairs to all the toys and the Legos are at. Yes, if you all have kept up with me long enough on my channel, you all will know I am a kid at heart. I like my Legos. Don't judge me. Adults can like Legos too. They also have some really, really cool model shuttles. I think anyway, well, I don't know. We're about to find out. You see, like these old school Space Adventure toys. They had these around when I was a kid. Oh my goodness, it makes me take a walk down memory lane so much. Let's head over to the bridge. Let's head over to the fun stuff this way. Sorry, this is cool. I mean, I figured though that maybe there would be more people. I think it's, as of filming this, it's a Friday, so you would think that there would be more people out today. And right as we walked right across the bridge, check this out. That is a model. Yes, of the Saturn V, Saturn V, and they also have one of the Atlantis, or well, depending on who you ask. Oh yeah, and they also got this one too. And I remember having some of this stuff as a kid. I know I had something like that similar. I think I was like 4 years old, so I mean it's been, well actually I know I had those as a kid. And I think I had that one, I'm not sure. Honestly, you guys, if I could go back and get some of the stuff that I did have, I would do it. But I saw like some of the stuff that I did have when I was a kid online that I bought from NASA. They get really expensive, and I will tell you that's just for the ones that are beat up. By the way, just, oh my goodness. Oh. And when I had something similar like this as a kid too. I mean, the shuttle, I know it was solid metal and die cast, but the astronauts were not painted, I think anyway, but that's as much as I can recall. And as I look upon these astronaut helmets, I shouldn't, but I should. I should not, but I should. And I might live to regret this. I shouldn't, but I did. I can't really breathe all that much. I think we're going to go to the next spot, the Atlantis. And as we're walking up to the Atlantis, check this out. They have one of those balls that you typically see at Ripley's. The only thing supporting it is water running beneath it. That is one heavy stone, but instead of a globe, it has like all the different constellations that you will see. Apparently this one particular ball has 88 constellations and 1,100 stars. It's kind of mind-boggling to see this. The reason why I say that, it is very large. In fact, if you have kept up with my channel long enough, you all have seen one of these that I have seen before. Not the one when I came to Kennedy Space Center last time. But in fact, this fuselage is completely restored, completely decked out, and it is huge. But just beyond this is the Atlantis. It was a very special spaceship, and it was reused over and over again. My family's already in there, so let's check out the show, you guys, right as we walk beneath this giant behemoth that got us to the stars. This show, unlike the Hall of Fame, you can film a little bit of it, and I will just say the graphics in the show in here, it is absolutely astounding. And you all will see what I'm talking about here in a second.
Need a better safety margin. The crew can tolerate a short-term increase, but...
Engineering? Morning, Betty. What, right now? Building 36?
I didn't even know there was a building 36. Must be important. Everyone's here. We got propulsion, aerothermal, flight dynamics.
Anyone know why you're here?
For this.
Good morning. We're going to create America's next spacecraft. It's going to launch like a rocket and land like an airplane, and it's going to be reusable. It's not a rocket. It's a shuttle.
That video never gets old, you guys. And right through these doors, I will say again, it never gets old. This is going to get even more awesome.
Endeavour Houston, we see a nominal MECO, ohms 1 not required. Welcome to space.
years. Over 126 million miles. Atlantis, welcome home.
Like I say, guys, never gets old. Dad, Lily, what'd y'all think of it? Pretty awesome? Alright, now let's check out the Atlantis. 33 missions, you guys. In present day, it sits here at Kennedy Space Center. This is absolutely incredible. From its arms to the heat shield that it has on it. This thing has quite a story. And to this day, it still continues to give us inspiration to go to the stars. In fact, I think the Atlantis went, I think it went on the International Space Station. I think. But I don't know. Let's go check out that satellite right over there. Now, I thought it would be a little more spectacular, but before we check out the satellite, here is the prototype as shown in the video. You gotta think it all started with that. It all started with that. Now let's check out this beast. Yes, it is a big, giant satellite. Previously, I know I did a vlog here at NASA a few years back, but in the span of like 3 years, they have gotten so much more stuff. But this satellite is absolutely huge. And just think, it's been to the stars. And well, of course, that guy is just floating there, enjoying himself. And it's kind of hidden away, but right beside the big satellite, they have a little one. It's called Picasat. Looks like it was launched. Actually, I'm not sure when it was launched. And here, just beyond this wall, here is one of the thrusters. One of the thrusters that got Atlantis into space. You gotta think, right behind, or this was all controlled. Pushing it to the stars, this is what was behind the Atlantis. The exhaust. That is a lot of power coming out of one tiny hole, not gonna lie. And if you all are curious, this is what they are supposed to look like, the fuselage that we just saw, the exhaust. This is what it looks like behind the space shuttle. I know, sometimes I feel like some people wouldn't know. So, I do what I can, everyone. I guess we chose a great day for kids to be out here. That's why I'm heading downstairs. Although, I'm about to do something that's very childlike, but I want to do it anyway. You see, unlike a regular adult who should be going down this way, I, on the other hand, want to go down this slide. Yes, I'm that kind of guy. I have to have my fun. Yes, my fun. Here we go, you guys. Okay. Alright. I did not realize I'm as fat as I am. Oh, God. There we go. Whoa. Okay, that was worth that. That ride, or that slide, I should say, only made me realize that I have smelly feet. But that's not the point. Here are some of the original wheels that used to be right beneath the Atlantis. Imagine, these things probably weigh a good 500-600 pounds. That's a lot of rubber. And here is, well, one of the astronaut shuttles. Well, a different kind of shuttle, a van shuttle. Yes, this particular bus right here, it would shuttle the astronauts over to the actual shuttle itself. You gotta think. As they were being driven, they're like, I wonder what it's gonna be like to be shot into space at over I guess about 100,000 miles an hour. And there is one more spot I want to go to, you guys. Last time I went here, and it's really just to pay my respects of those who gave their lives in the name of space exploration. You see, you had the Columbia and you had the Challenger. Both of these particular rocket ships exploded, and it took the lives of those people. And these are just memorials to remember those men and women. Huh. Elson, he was a Boy Scout. Judith Resnick. I think she was going to be the first teacher in space, or the first woman teacher in space. Ronald E. McNair, devoted Christian, and he was also I won't say a samurai. He was in Taekwondo. And Gregory Jarvis. Oh, actually, Krista McAfee, or she was the first teacher in space. I touch the future I teach. And in here are pieces that were recovered. This is from the Columbia, February 1st, 2003. And now I remember when this one went up. I just come back from lunch in about the 4th grade, and that's when, well, actually no, it was, yeah, it was the 5th grade when I saw that. And here is the Challenger, another piece that was recovered from the wreckage. And before we end this vlog, you guys, let's pay our respects to Ian Ramon, Laurel Belair, Stanton Clark, Michael Anderson, Kaplana Shwala, David M. Brown, just like he loved his airplanes, William McCool, stay cool. Rest in peace, Rick D. Husband. Anyway, guys, it feels good to come back here about 2-3 years later, right after this unpleasantness, this COVID, this pandemic that hit us so hard back in 2020 and 2021. It feels like this place is alive again, and it feels great. But anyway, guys, remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care and that y'all want to see more awesome videos. So without further ado, you guys, this vlog is over.